Hello, everyone. I am BJ, and this is WIP It Wednesday, where we get to share our works in progress. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Welcome to my channel members. And if you are part of Team Replay, thank you, each and every one of you, so very much. I greatly appreciate it. And we've got fam here already. Shatika's here. Blessings. Good afternoon to you, my love. And Victoria's here, Wonder Twin number one. She'll be listening in the bushes today. Craft show went well Saturday. Yay. Aside from wind, it was an okay day. Wind is better than what we've been having. I'm glad you only had wind. Cammie's here. Hey, y'all. Hey. Miss Kathleen and Trey are here. It is 62 in the Bronx. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. She will be getting tomorrow yarn. She will be getting tomorrow yarn to crochet slippers for her brothers, and she has water in her cup. That is awesome. Miss Kathleen is always crocheting for someone. And she wants to know what is on Cammie's hook. Cammie is trying a Jada in Stitches tutorial of crocheting a square and then turning it into a circle. Oh, that sounds interesting. Marsha Lee is in the house. Uh, what's up? And don't forget your thumbs. Thank you, Marsha Lee. And she is talking to Cam and asking him if he is going to make a blanket with that. And she is trying to do those as well. Let me know what you think about it, Marsha Lee. Good morning, Sam. How are you? Can't wait to see what everyone is making this week. I can't wait either. Marsha Lee is still working on her vintage vibes blanket. She has one more row to go, which is the granny stitch row. Then I'm done. Yay! Then I'm going to try his other squares. That is awesome. Did you get your brother to take a picture and post it for me? I'm going to have to talk to your siblings, Marsha Lee. Cammie is telling Marsha Lee he is going to try to make it into a small Christmas doily for a cousin-in-law. They will love it. And Cammie dropped the tutorial link in case anybody is interested in making a square and making a circle and turning it into a square. Victoria is trying to finish that blanket she shared for WIP Wednesday. Hey, we got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere, Victoria. We really do. Chris is here. She has flavored water in her cup, this week's dishcloth on her hook, and prayers and hugs all around. Yes. There's our lightning hook, Sarah. Hello, hello. How are you? Sam says she... I was going to say I am Val Jean, and then it occurred to me that this is not that channel. I was channeling my other channel. Well, I did Val Jean yesterday, so that was the name that was on my tongue. And I had been over to the other channel just recently. And so that's the name that was in my head. Yeah, no, wrong house. Dinky Jen, hello, hello, how are you? There's my cousin Michelle, who is Michelle everywhere she goes, so she doesn't get confused with who she is. Me, I get confused. Carla, so good to see you. Thank you for coming. I saw what you had in the post. I can't wait to show everybody. Girl, you can throw some yarn around. Michelle's cup is filled with water and she is making a square on her hook. I've got green tea with lemon, and I actually have lemon slices in here because we've got the crud going around here. Not the big crud, just allergies. Laurie, welcome in. She's working on her orange girl. That tabby cat is beautiful. Beautiful. You did such a good job. There's our dear Roberta. Hello, hello. Hugs and thank you, sweetheart. It is so good to see you. And Michelle Sleeper is here. Good afternoon. I got both of Michelle's here today. That is awesome. Roberta is trying lurk mode again today. Keep trying, Roberta. You're gonna finally do it. You're gonna. I have I just went outside yesterday and you are going to so I didn't want to put more and around because I can see the thing. Some days are better than others. I'm back. Let's see how long I can. Yeah, you lost me, Victoria. I got booted out of my own live and I didn't even say anything bad. They could at least wait until I say something bad to censor me. I'm just saying. Yes, Cola, you made it to a live. It is so good to see you. And it seems to me I was trying to say something about Dinky Gin. Did I miss it? Did I lose it? Or did I say it? I guess I said it because it's no longer here. Okay, moving right along. No new whips for me, drinking tea and finishing off a sock for Friday. I tagged you on Facebook related to plant food off topic. Okay. Uh Shorty's out of school, so all we can do is all we can do. I told her I would say.
Lawnmower is on here. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
I think your lawnmower is on here.
Yes, that
And this thing keeps turning off. Can you
it's
and
it's
it just
it's
keeps turning off.
it's the modem. Okay, so if it turns off again, then you just do the other thing.
Okay.
I'll put the modem outside when we get back. You're welcome. Nothing new on the hook, sort of. I've been frigging again. Or frogging? Or are you really frigging? You're probably frogging again. Sanita, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you, my blue friend? Girl, don't laugh at me. You know how I get. I was over at Reese's earlier, and I left Reese and I came over here, and there was a girl in his chat whose name was Valerie. And so every time her name came up, I started to answer, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not me. I'm so messed up. I am so messed up. I am having the yeah, yeah, I'm having an identity crisis. I am. I am. I got it. Yeah. I know. I know. Pebbly Pooh spreading joy, love, and happiness. How are you? I guess I'm going to have to put a little sign on the laptop so I know who I'm supposed to be every time I go somewhere. Ah. Cammy says, VJ Valjean is your twin sister who ain't afraid to speak at her tongue. That's true. No, I'm a little afraid. I have to keep it nice and PC because I don't want YT to kick me off. I but we do say words sometimes. We speak our minds, but we're very professional about it. And Marshall Lee says, I meant I'm trying to take rectangle blanket patterns and turning them into square blanket designs. I'm finding that I'm liking those and I'm using Mr. Wan's tutorials to help me practice. There is nothing wrong with trying something new. And Tanky Poo is getting her nails done. Awesome. Laurie says, thank you. It's a lot of learning to do that kind of color control. You're doing a great job. You really are. We're not supposed to have ads for 30 minutes, but we know what's going on. We really do. I was using DuckDuckGo, and I could use the DuckDuckGo player to watch my YT videos, and DuckDuckGo did not play the ads. Well, YT figured out what I was doing, and it started blocking their videos from playing on DuckDuckGo. I'm like, dang. I kept getting these little error messages. YouTube is not allowing this video to open. I was like, okay, okay. Is it bad? Is it still glitching or is this from before? Hey to both. Oh, hi to both Michelle number 1 and Michelle number 2. What shenanigans are you both up to? Hugs. And Pebbles telling Tank that sounds like fun. And we've had all day for them to come pick up the trash. Now they're all going to come through while I'm trying to do a live. I don't know how this happens. Marsha Lee is asking everybody what's going on. Yeah, I got, and that's why it was glitching because my modem hiccuped because it's cloudy out here. Yeah, it does. Like I said, it does better when I actually put the modem outside, but I'm afraid I would leave it out there. Yeah. Marshall is asking Pebbles what's up and how it's going on the bunny farm. Yeah, that's why my feed glitched. Thanks, Chris. I'll let her know you said hi. Victoria says, as soon as I finish this blanket, I have to make my friend's birthday gift for her birthday party for next weekend. Awesome, awesome. Dinky Jen is crocheting a sock. And Sunitha got a whip on the hook, but it will be an FO soon. Go ahead with your bad self. Go right on ahead. Uh Roberta says friggin' froggin'. Darcia welcome in and she is saying hi to everybody. I was robotic. Ooh, Lord, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could just leave the modem outside, but Murphy's Law, the minute I go to sleep, it'll start to rain. It'll start to rain. Tank is getting French tips. Marsha Lee is saying hi to Frank. In Tank, enjoy getting your nails done. I have to bribe my sister to get mine done because she's good at doing them. Ooh. So she's getting clear with white tips. Oh, you're going to be so stylish, Tank. So stylish. Pebbles is having a nice fresh fruit smoothie and working on some bunnies. And Darcy is saying hi to all the lurkers. Marsha Lee is asking where is hers. Michelle says, yes, I was just about to copy that. Never mind. Ah, Pebbles is asking Chris, was it you who emailed? Okay, that's old. Thank you, Darcia. I'll tell her you said hi. Try a signal extender. Yeah. Yeah, I might. I still think once they get the cell towers all up, I'll be good. But I'll think about it because yeah, this isn't good. But you have to admit it was better before the tornadoes. Chris says now you understand why all the Chris's use last initials too. So you would be what other Chris is in here? Pebbles is Kelly. Marsha Lee says, my brother is good at fixing cars. My sister is good at nails and hair. I'm good at crocheting. There you go. Everybody needs their place and you don't overlap. So that is awesome. And Marsha Lee is asking if you were sending it express. Yeah, it was better before the tornadoes. So I'm hoping that corrects it once they get all of the towers back up. If not, I'll get it. I'll have to get another extender because the extender I have for AT&T does not work on the T-Mobile modem. Of course not. Why would it work? Okay, we've got some beautiful things today. Well, we have beautiful things all the time, but today is really, really nice. Um, you all are so flippin' talented. Our dear darling Sarah is working on the seriously, Sarah, the purity shawl using Hobbies Carnival. Whew, Jesus. Puerty. Puerty shawl. I'm not sure which accent I'm supposed to put on this. Puerty shawl. That's all I got. Puerty. Oh. Oh. That's like a virus shawl meets fans. And then you've got that old world motif looking edging going, girl, that is pretty. You all come up with the most unique patterns. Oh, that is so pretty. Roberta says, Marsha Lee, in Prepperland, that's called networking. Chris says, other Chris in the streets. Of course, that doesn't solve me getting sir. I'm so, yeah, yeah, yeah. That does not. Darcy is playing with the emojis. Michelle is popping out for a few. She'll be back. Dinky Jen says it's pretty. Marsha Lee is sending hugs and smooches to Darcia. Carla, that is pretty, isn't it? I am not a burgundy lover, but that is a pretty pattern, Sarah. You always pick something unique and interesting. Yes, Michelle, isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. You all are so flippin' talented. That's why I do these. Because I don't understand the descriptions. I have to see. And then we have our dear darling Carla. I had a friend order this queen size blanket and I'm almost finished. Carla, you know you've got skills. You know you've got skills. And Michelle is asking Coley how she is. Oh, Carla, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Isn't it, Jennifer? That is just beautiful work. I just want I want to put that as my backdrop. That is so pretty. Carla, pat yourself on the back. Wow, queen size. Look at you go. I love it. I love it. You all are so talented. So talented. Then we have my cousin Michelle. She says, here's my wildflower oasis blanket. I have weeks 1 and 2 done, but needed a few days to work on other things. I am using Caron 1 pound in cream and a size 5.0 millimeter dots hook. Girl, this is pretty. This is pretty. I know, Pebbles. It looks professional. Oh, Michelle, that is so cute. That's only weeks 1 and 2. Good gracious. I love that. That would make a pretty mandala. The vest we used to make. Laura, Wonder Twin number 2 is here. You are watching on the TV. Thank you. And there's Zach. Dang it, I started a diamond painting. I was going to send it for WIP Wednesday and forgot. Now it's too late. It's not too late, Zach. Go ahead and send it. Go ahead and send it. It is not too, it is only too late after we've ended the live. It's not too late. Isn't it pretty, Carla? Thank you, Marsha Lee. Thank you for reassuring Zach that he has time. And you as well, Roberta. Thank you. Yeah, the only time it's too late is after I've after I've ended the live. Then you have to wait until next week. Roberta says it looks a lot like a Bonnie Bay pattern. Oh, okay. The link is in the description, Zach. If it's not a live link, just copy and paste it in another tab. That should open up the actual comment and just post it in there. If it doesn't open the actual comment, let me know. I'll have to make other arrangements. Shelley, hello, cuz. How are you? Thank you for coming. Are you doing better? I hope so. I hope you're doing better. Victoria says, working away on a Tunisian crochet blanket for a gentleman in a nursing home. That is so sweet of you. Victoria, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. This he's going to love this. He is going to absolutely love this. That is so pretty. Wow. I wish Michael was here. He would really love seeing that. Maybe I'll tag him on it. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you all are so talented. Everybody speaking. Oh, great, Zach. I'm glad. I'm glad. Sometimes I think I have a good idea and it just falls flat. So I have to check myself sometimes. Shelly is trying to block circles. I think one might be missing around. Oh, well, luckily, if you crochet them, it is easy to add another round. If you had knitted it and cut it off, yeah, it's doable, but not as easily. So if it's crochet, you got it. I know. I was sitting here trying to figure out how you do chevrons in Tunisian because that is beautiful. That is so pretty. I love that. Yeah, yeah. I need to spend more time on my Tunisian, but I'm still making ruffles. I'm almost through with that dang gum ruffle hat. Did you see it, Crystal? I tried to wait for you yesterday, and because I knew that was what you wanted. So I was hoping that you would come back and watch the replay. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, because I talked about the other things because I was trying to wait for you, and I was like, well, I better get started because we have to go over to Ola Joe's, and then she didn't go live by the time I ended, but I was having so much trouble with my internet. Cousin Michelle said, just stop, just stop. ah, and she's so encouraging when she tells me to stop. I best listen. It is, but they are wet. Well, yeah, probably want to wait until they dry. Yeah, you probably want to wait until. I know. Isn't that beautiful? I know. You lost track of time. I figured you were busy. I figured you were. So that was like, I didn't even worry about messaging you because I knew you were doing something. Or I would have been, Crystal, get in here. This is what you asked me for. Nah, it wasn't that big a deal. You watched the replay yesterday. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we had issues, but we do what we can and we shall overcome. Oh, thank you. No, Zach, don't be sorry. It's a whip. As long as it's a work in progress, it's all good. I know, Pebbles. I'm loving that. I am absolute Victoria girl. Victoria, pat yourself on the back for me, please, because that is beautiful. No, it does not have to be crochet. It does not. It just has to be a whip. It does not have to be crochet. But he's being considerate because it says VJ's crochet. But Zach, we do all the crafts. We really do. But that is sweet of you to check. But yeah, no, you're good. You are perfectly good because we love diamond painting. My cousin Shelly has baby shoes. I haven't attached the straps and need to find two tiny buttons from Adore Kriya using some Go handmade cozy yarn in off-white, and this is a trial pair. Okay, if you call this a trial, I think you've succeeded, but that's just me. That's just me. I think you've succeeded. Wow. Those are cute. Hey, Shelly making baby shoes. Oh, oh. That was the only yarn you had? Well, honey, if that's the only yarn you had, then that's the only yarn you use. We are shopping our stash. I keep saying we're shopping our stash, and Joanne is having a going out of business sale that, people have to get what they can get while they can get it. I know I did. I know I did. Yeah. But I wasn't trying to add to my stash. I actually bought colors that I know I will use, but I got them at a decent price. Shelly is also making baby socks from Adore Kriya, another trial using cozy in off-white. I want color for both. I want color for both of these and the shoes. Okay. Now, are these socks meant to fit into the shoes? Wow, those are going to be nice and warm. Those are nice and warm. Aren't they, Carla? Those are really cute. Susan, good afternoon. So happy to see you. I have about 10 whips I keep in the car. We have a day off, then we start cycle 2 tomorrow. Hug Sunflower for me, please. I'm glad she gets the day off. And I'm glad she's still fighting. I'm glad she's still fighting. No, they're not meant. Okay, they're just high rise. They're just high rises. Okay. Okay. And Darcy is saying hi to Susan. And Shelly thinks that you fold them over. Yeah, they look like winter socks to me. They look nice and warm and cozy. Shelly says, Jen, I don't know. It's a cotton acrylic. Oh, is it? Adore Kriya is a cotton acrylic? Is it? Do you know the percentages? I'm just being nosy. If you don't worry about it. Marshall is saying hi to Susan. How are you? Sending love and prayers to you and Miss Ashley. Hugs to you both. Gentle hugs to our dear little sunflower. Then, Shelly? Oh, Shelly. She says, I need 20 more rows, and this will be the Parisian stitch ruffled sleeve cardigan from Adore Kriya. Again, I'm using Sheeps's Merino Soft, which I had on hand. I need to order color. Um, is it the washed merino? Merino Soft is being discontinued. It's a 50% superwash. Thank you. Superwash merino and 25% microfiber and 25% acrylic. Uh 50 grams and 105 meters. It's a DK. Yeah, because I was going to say that a lot of the little people may be allergic to wool, but it's superwash, so yay. Look at you answering my questions before I get them out of my mouth. Go ahead, cuz. That is too cute. Oh, I love baby clothes. Wait a minute. Shelly says no. Adore Korea is the website slash designer. Cozy is from we have the yarn for you. I just haven't had time to get to the post office. Oh, that is sweet of you, Susan. Dinky Jen says, cute. Susan is saying, Darcia. Zach is telling Susan that he says a prayer for Sunflower Ashley every night. That is so sweet of you, Zach. Darcia is saying hi to Granny. She's back in the ads. I'm glitching again. Yes, ma'am. Shelly says, I'm not sure I will give them to my daughter's friend. She isn't the nicest girl around. I understand that. I understand that. I mean, yeah. You don't want to take your time and your talent and give it to somebody who's not that nice or not that appreciative. It is precious. Well, we hope someone will be very happy. Yeah, you always have prayers coming. There's our little Dory. I love baby clothes and baby blankets. Frozen. Oh, you're frozen. It's still cold there? Why is it so cold? Zala, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? How are you? Crystal says, would love to see you live again soon. Yes. I agree. I miss her. You do too, Carla? Yeah, I love me some baby clothes. Pebble says, looky at all the people joining in. Hi, hello, how are you? Yes. Hi, hello, and how are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Victoria says, also got orders for knitted children's sweaters, sizes 2 to 6 years, starting them soon for another charity, but I'm being paid for them. Oh, that's fantastic. That you can't beat that, doing it for charity and getting paid. Yeah. You rock that, Victoria. And your work is beautiful. Marsha Lee is saying it's all good, Miss Susan. Just keep focusing on Miss Ashley. She needs your attention now more than me. I'm all good. That is sweet of you, Marsha Lee. Shelly says, I did a sun hat for a baby girl also, but it's an FO. Just send it over for Friday. That that message will drop tomorrow. Just stick it on in there and we will see what you got going on. Carla saying hi to Zoila. Dory is playing with the emojis. Zach is telling Zoila, tell your mom hi for me, please. Yes. Marsha Lee says, I love making baby clothes as well. It's my favorite thing to do. Just haven't done any lately, but this blanket is getting me back into it. Go ahead, Marsha Lee, with your bad self. Just go right ahead. Yeah, I love making baby clothes. I really do. Except my grands weren't dressed as babies. They were all dressed as little mini people. Shirts and ties and vests and whatnot. Chris says I changed the colors and the yarn type. I am using hobby everyday recycled cotton and a 4.5 millimeter hook. And the dishcloth is summer shells. Wait a minute, I'm gonna need more room. Hold on here. And I actually remembered to do this before. Look at me learning how to do stuff. There's hope for me, Lord. Ooh. That green and yellow and orange reminds me of the 70s kitchenware we used to do. And I still have some of that real bright green downstairs. I might sell that at our next sale. Dory says, you were frozen, wet, and rainy. I've had all kinds of issues. You just don't know. Jackie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. What is in your cup and what is on your hook? And Granny says, thanks so much for all your daily prayers for our Ashley. Yeah, she's such a sweet person. Zoila says, all is okay, but mom fell again. Oh no. Walking is getting hard, but I understand she doesn't like sitting still. Does she have a walker, Zoila, that she can use, or does she not want to use the walker? Shelly says, little people, the look on your face. That's because they robbed me of the joy of making little layettes and blankets and booties and all that. They dressed them like little mini adults. That's not what babies are supposed to wear. And all of my uh grands did that except for Shorty, because I got Shorty right before the womb. Here's your baby blanket, here's your this, here's your this, here's your little layette, here's your da 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 da. So my daughter kind of didn't have a choice because I had all the stuff there, and it's like, here, you're gonna put this on the baby, or I'm gonna keep it at my house. And when she comes over, I'm gonna put it on the baby. So yeah, Shorty's the only one who got baby stuff. What? And they don't wear hats. So I don't even get the joy of making them winter hats. But Shorty and my daughter get enough hats that it's good. It's good, yeah. And they want the monster ruffles. Zach says, thank you, Zoila. The first time I said Zoila said hi to my parents, their response was, who's Zoila? Marsha Lee says, for those of you who love making baby clothes, check out Crochet for Babies. She has a lot of nice baby sets. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Granny says, yep, I was going to say those colors on the bottom blanket remind me of 60s and 70s. Oh, really? Okay. Marsha Lee says, Miss Zoila, what shenanigans are you and mom up to? Hugs to you both. I know, Zoila. Those colors gave me an automatic flashback. Really did. because those are the colors that my grandmother and I used to use when we were crocheting kitchen things. And Granny says, "Oh no, Zoila, prayers for Miss Inez and you." Yes. Zoila says she has a walker and cane but refuses to use them. Remember, I did ask if she used them because I had a feeling that yeah, no, she wasn't going to use it. I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. My gosh. Dory says, "So my mom was the same way." I know. That's why my cane is in the car. It's not in here. Your mom sounds stubborn. She's just independent, which is a good thing. And she wants to walk independently, but the falling is bad. The wanting to be independent and walk independently is good. Falling, not so much. Yeah, no, that's not good. Zach said I had to say she was a sweet woman from YouTube. She is. She is. So I look so sweet. And she says, "Dory, I understand because she likes moving about, but I get worried. As you should. As you should." Dory says, "Zoila, I know what you mean. My sis and mother in law are the same way." Shelley says, "60s and 70s appliances, harvest gold, and avocado." Oh, God, I remember that. And the pink bathrooms. Oh my gosh, yes. I remember that. Oh, they had the pink toilets and the green toilets, and they thought that was cute. And the fuzzy toilet seats. Zach says, when my grandma was alive, yeah, she refused to use her walker too. Mm-hmm. Roberta says, "Zoila, make a deal. She can move about only if you're home to supervise." I like that idea. Shelly says, "Granny D, what was the rust color?" Mm. Granny says, "I use my rollator and glad to have it." At least somebody is doing something. Oh, somebody. Marshall says, "Hey, Granny Boo, what's up to my favorite old lady? Hugs." Yes, you got prayers coming, Susan, because you and Sunflower are so sweet. Granny's laughing at Marsha Lee Boo. Same old, same old. Roberta saying to Zach, Roberta saying to Zoila, make a deal. She can move about only if you're home to supervise. Pink bathroom and green tiles. Oh my gosh. I had that in my head, but I didn't want to say it. You made me say it. I was trying not to say that. And Dory loved the pink bathroom tiles. Dory says orange. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shelley's asking copper tone. Roberta says, OMG, you should have seen my aunt in law's bathroom. Dory says pumpkin. Zoila says, Roberta, I was here, but I thought she was talking to the squirrels in the window. I was thinking of putting a bell so that she can hear when she moves around. When I was little, my mother had bells on my shoes so that she could tell where I was in the house because she would hear the little bells as I was going around. Put bells on your mother's house shoes so you know when she's moving. Yeah, I was wired. She knew where I was because she would be out in the hall sewing, and she'd stop sewing and she'd listen for my little pitter patter. And if I was quiet, then she'd go see what I was doing. Because if I was quiet, I was doing something. Sometimes I'd be in the corner asleep because she said I would just run until I passed out. And she'd find me curled up in the corner someplace, sleep with either the cat or the dog. Sarah has a yet another shawl. Sarah's on a shawl roll. Go ahead with your bad self. You know, Sunita and I love these colors. Granny says, yeah, the orange was copper tone. The orange was copper. Ooh, Sarah, this is pretty. I think I like the other one better, but I like the color of this one and the pattern of the other. So you know what I'm saying, right? Make the other one in this color. That is pretty. That is so pretty. Then Roberta says it put the green and shag carpet to shame. Oh my gosh. Shelly's asking burnt sienna. Well, she said it was copper. Zach says, I remember an episode of Trading Spaces where the one designer put flowers on the wall in the bathroom. It was really ugly. Ooh, why would they do that to somebody's house? And Zoila is asking about thumbs. Roberta says she covered the side of the tub with river stone and a singing fish coming out. I'm sorry, what? She covered the side of the tub with river stone and a singing fish. Did she have trouble selling that house, Roberta? I just want to know who bought that house. Dory loves the idea of a bell. Yeah, I had bells. Marshall says, yeah, that's because Granny Boo is a gangster. Chris says, the walker is a tool. I changed colors for a reason. Oh, that's going on your walker? Okay. Okay. Hey, you know what? We don't have to stick to the pattern. We can do what we want to do. That's the whole uh, beauty of making it yourself. You can do what you want. You can do whatever you like. I'm refreshing. This is trash truck number 3. Seriously, you all? I'm trying to do a live here. They don't care. They don't care about me at all. Not at all. Okay, I just refreshed. Pebbly Pooh says trying to make a firefighter hat for the fire department donation. Girl. Girl. Wowzers. That is too cute. That is so cute, Pebbles. Susan says my mom would fall with her walker. She would put on her robe, put a bottle of water in her pocket, and try to take off with her walker. At least she had provisions. She was covered up and she had a bottle of water. I take it she doesn't get too far. And Sunitha says facts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, you're blue. Yeah, we love the blue. Zarla says, I put window chimes on the door in case she tries to escape. Oh, team blue. See, I thought you meant yarn blue. Team blue. See, it just went. Everybody loves the shawl, Sarah. Sam says, we had dark red shag in our bathroom in the late 70s. Dark red. Oh my. Roberta says, Zoila, sounds like you have a runner. Ah, Cynthia, welcome in. You're in Florida at your son's out running errands, so no whips to show. You enjoy being with your son. There's always time for whips. And Florida, so yeah, go outside and enjoy it. Dory says, it is rained very hard here. I saw the show with the flowers on the wall. Did you really? Oh, were they that ugly? And Shelly says, that bathroom sounds special. Roberta says, I don't think she sold it, left it to her kids. She didn't care for them very much, did she? I'm just playing. Zara says, Chris can't be styling. Cynthia is laughing, singing fish. I remember Down by the River fish song. Roberta's laughing at Shelly. It was, you sit down to go and it would start singing. Oh. Remember those fish they used to put on the wall over the commode? Oh Lord. Yeah, we're sorry, Dory's having rain. I know. I can't get it straight. Shelley says I get stage fright. That bathroom would send me to the ER after 2 weeks. Oh. Now we need you to find out if your cousins have taken the rocks off the tub or if it's still like that. OMG, Miss Vincent, she was ready to go. Okay, LOL. Shelly, thank goodness we were only there overnight. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I need updated pictures. You can text me the address. I'm going to go on Zillow. I need to see if those rocks are still there. Oh, that is so wrong of me, but oh my goodness. Susan says Ashley finally put alarms on her bed, bedroom door, and front door. Her bedroom door? Okay. Okay. She's not going to run too far. Shelly says Zoila sewing air tags into clothes. Oh. Zoila says she did that already. Dang tricky too. Ugly and all the holes ugly and all the holes from them. Pinning them on the wall was killing me. Girl. Girl. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Uh-uh. That's too much. Stop. Zach says, wait a minute. My diamond painting I'm doing for mom's birthday. Oh, she's going to love it. She is going to love that. Oh, Zach, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, yeah, she's going to love that. I love diamond painting. Marshall says at least she was staying hydrated. Fish song. Dory says they were using a pin gun, just popping them flowers all over the wall. Oh my gracious. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Marshall says, I love blue also. It is my favorite color. I like the Superman colors because, he's my favorite superhero. Can't wait for his next movie to come out. Oh, who's going to be playing Superman this time? I know I'm old fashioned, but I only appreciate the first Superman. The other ones were counterfeit. I know. I know. The other ones were counterfeit. Uh okay. This is today's the 28th. Okay, I don't have anything in my email. Okay. What? Look at us. We got the last whip. Darcia says, oh no, not the fish song. You're making box mac and cheese. Good on you. Shelly says, Anita, no. Back in the day, my mother used to feed us that Kraft macaroni and cheese. I think I fed it to my kids for a few years and then, yeah, we got off of that. Roberta says, I don't talk to them anymore. That image still gives me nightmares. Burn forever in my memory. Oh my gosh. Oh, Shelly's laughing. She says, Shelly, I'm hungry and it's quick. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Shelly says, just boil your pasta, drain, add butter, then cheese, then milk to get your consistency. I messed up my kids with real mac and cheese. Roberta says, Sunitha, depends upon the brand. Some aren't too horrible. No, they're not horrible tasting. It's just the stuff that's in them. And we're not going to talk about that because we don't want to ruin Sunitha's meal. Shelly says, my sister had them made box and looked at her like she was crazy. Then my sister, what is wrong with them, kids? What is wrong with her? I'm not touching that one either. Yeah, those are pretty cardinals. Granny says, yep, Shelly, that's how to fix it. I used to love the box mac and cheese, probably still do. Marsha Lee is laughing. My brothers and sisters just put notifications on my cell phone. Why did they do that? What are you supposed to be doing? It is a nice painting. Shelley is asking, is it Henry Cavill again? Who's Henry Cavill? Do you mean Henry Carville? And Roberta is asking Zach if he's going to have it framed. Michelle says, sorry, cooking as I prepare for my live tonight. Okay. And she can't stand the craft crap. Craft crap. Why would you put those two words together? You did that to me on purpose. Marshall says, yeah, my favorite Superman actually is Dean Cain and Christopher Reeves. This one is Henry Carvel. Not heard of him before. My favorite was Christopher Reeves. Henry Carvel. Grycarvel. Oh, he's a British actor. Oh, okay. I take it back. He might be okay. But I like the mustache and the goatee. That's just me. Yeah, he could do a relatively decent Superman, I think. If he's not too uptight about it. Okay. Okay. What do I know? They didn't ask me. You like the Velveeta one? Yep, he's Brit. He is a great actor. I've seen him in a few dramas and movies. Okay. Yep, he is nice looking. He is. I first saw him in The Tudors. I have not seen that yet. I can't get off the YT long enough to do anything. No, I have not seen him in The Tudors. I have not seen The Tudors. I am so behind. Uh they came out with the it's been a while. They came out with the new season of Bridgerton. And it had been so long since I had seen the first series. It's like I got to go back and start from the beginning and work my way through. Have I done it? Nope. I can't stop watching this car crash that I'm living in. Bonnie, oh Bonnie's here. I can't drive the bus. Hi Bonnie, how you doing? So I did this thing before work today. I hit Hobby Lobby and spent $50 on clearance yarn. I got you got 4 bags of yarn for $50. Yes, ma'am. Before you went to work today, go ahead with your bad self, Bonnie. You got 4 bags of yarn for shop, baby, shop. Go ahead and shop. Marshallese laughed at me. They're just being over dramatic and protective. Yeah, but yeah. That doesn't mean I have to like it. That doesn't mean I have to like it. It is a beautiful painting that Zach's done. It really is. And Henry Carville will be okay, but I still like Christopher Reeves just because. And the only James Bond that I really loved was Sean Connery. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Sean was my man. Nobody else came close. Bonnie Crystal wants to know where is hers, okay? Roberta says incentive to go to work so we can afford that yarn. Bonnie says yes. Marshall Lee says, hey, VJ, you need to check out the TV series Lewis and Clark with Dean Cain. It's good. Okay. That means I can't watch the car crash. Lewis and Clark with Dean Cain. Okay. Okay. I guess I can turn off the revenge stories for a while. Those revenge stories are good. I'm enjoying them. Bonnie says, DC, yours is at Hobby Lobby. Oh, Bonnie. She says, I don't buy yarn like you guys buy yarn, but when I do, you better believe it's on sale. I buy yarn on sale with a coupon, and I use my senior citizens discount. And if I can, I order it online where I can get it on sale with my senior citizens discount and use Rakuten. We don't play. Bonnie says, you got to love tourist season. It's the only reason why I'm shopping. Crystal says, and how rude. She's laughing her ass off. I get enough yarn. See? How rude. Roberta says, I am so disappointed in Dean Kane. Why are you disappointed in him? Do tell. Tell me all. Chris is waving at Bonnie. Bonnie says, Chris, I sent you a pic. And Chris says, okie dokie. What's wrong with Dean Kane? What did he do? What happened? We've done the whips and we've done all the chat. Now we get to do the juicy stuff. What did Dean Kane do? Since you didn't go to sleep, now you get to tell me all the juice. Inquiring minds want to know. Marsha Lee says, hey, Bonnie Boo, what's up? I knew you were up to shenanigans and hugs. Roberta says, it's for another channel. Okay, let me make a note. Dean Kane. Okay. But I have to wait until next Tuesday to find out. Okay, I can do it. I'm strong. No, I'm not, but okay. I'm teasing you. Okay. Bonnie says, I ordered 8 bottles of Crystal's yarn. I got 4 balls of exquisite pink or exquisite something, and I got 4 balls of mahogany blue. Okay. Roberta is afraid to sleep. Then don't go to sleep. Stay with us. It's all good. Don't go to sleep. And Bonnie says, Marsha Lee, yes, ma'am. Crystal says, okay. I'll have to check it out. And Susan is telling Marsha Lee that this yarn needs an H hook. And Shelly's going to Google that. Yeah. They had shipping for $4.99. I said, sign me up. Yes, ma'am. Guy, oops, lost a word. Are you talking about Lewis and Clark, or are you talking about our friend in DC? It's kind of hard. They just kind of blur in. I've been having nightmares of Walmart, and now I got fish on the brain. Marshall says CVJ like to talk about dead people. I like to talk about superheroes and wrestling. I haven't done wrestling in a long time. I used to know all of the wrestlers, the Von Erichs and all of them. Yep, I used to know everybody when we had wrestling at the Chase here in St. Louis. Yeah. My mother and brother and I would sit there, and we would just sit there and laugh. We really would. We had so much fun. Okay, hold on. Close. No, that's not No. You mean this thing, Roberta? Huh. Oh my gosh. I could not have had that in the bathroom. Bonnie says, when you ride the bus today, remember pick up your stuff because if you leave, the yarn is mine. And sit back, put your seatbelt on, and hold on. And snitches get stitches. I know. I cannot imagine, girl. You know I got to show that to Shorty. She's gonna say, "What the heck?" I know she is. Crystal says the podcast I suggested you 2 weeks ago back by Hysteria Media. Yes, you did, and it did not make it to my list because yesterday we did wellness forms. And I did pull up. It didn't make it to my list. Girl. Nope. Thank you for reminding me. Hysteria Media. Okay. It's on my list now. Okay. Follow Shelly minus milk. I don't have any but added chicken. Okay. Bonnie, I think I left a hook the other day. Bonnie, Roberta left a hook the other day. Bonnie, where'd you send the pic? Roberta, hooks of mine. Sorry, not sorry. Bonnie, where'd you send the pic? Shelly says, oh, there was a show / doc about the Von Erichs, not the film loosely based on them. Oh, okay. I used to know all their names. I knew who, I had them all in order. Bonnie says, Chris, I didn't yet, but still in the bags on the floor. I just got home. I had to sit down, woman. No, you did. You had a long day. Roberta says, yes, only she had it so just the head stuck out. Okay, I need directions to your house, Anita, says Shelly. Bonnie says, a lot of my vacation homes has that in their house, that fish. I didn't know it. I'm going to make it talk next time I go there. Oh my gosh, they still have them? Really? Gosh, have mercy. Okay. Have we okay, I don't have a notification that Granny's live. She just went live 2 minutes ago. Okay. So I'm going to end this so Bonnie can drive the bus. I'm going to stay here and finish the comments. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. You could have spent the last 15 hour and 15 minutes anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. I love each and every one of you. Put on your seatbelts because Bonnie's driving, and I'm going to be in the trailer reading the last of the comments. See you all Friday, those who can make it. Take care now. Bye bye.